Planet Earth, 1991. A moonless night over the Iraqi desert, where one of the largest military campaigns in human history is about to unfold. But before any soldier steps onto the battlefield, before any fighter jet takes off, there is one aircraft. A machine with a unique design, called by military experts a perfect tool of destruction. That is the AH-64 Apache, an attack helicopter designed with the most advanced technology in the world. Today, we'll explore the secrets of this night of the sky, how it works, why it's feared by militaries worldwide, and the incredible missions it has completed to protect our ground forces. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about design. The Apache is not a regular helicopter. It is a military aircraft designed from the ground up with one specific purpose: close air support. It was developed by Hughes Helicopters in the 1970s, and the U.S. military selected it in 1984 to replace the aging Cobra helicopters from the Vietnam War era. Look at the technical specifications. Its length exceeds 17 meters, and the rotor span is nearly 15 meters, but its maximum takeoff weight is only around 10 tons. Two General Electric turboshaft engines produce 1890 horsepower each, allowing the Apache to reach a maximum speed of 280 kilometers per hour and climb at more than 9 meters per second, which is remarkable for such a heavy aircraft. But here's the best part. The Apache is designed for two pilots, seated one behind the other. Up front is the co-pilot gunner, who acts as the warfare brain. Behind is the pilot in command, controlling the entire aircraft. What does this mean? Both pilots can fly the Apache alone if needed, an exceptional safety feature for combat. And now, the sight technology, the really interesting part. The Apache is equipped with PNVS, the Pilot Night Vision System. Using FLIR technology, or forward-looking infrared, it allows pilots to see in conditions with little to no ambient light. Each pilot wears a special helmet called the IHADSS, Integrated Helmet and Display Sight System. When they move their head, the weapons automatically point where they're looking. Imagine, you can aim missiles just by looking. That's incredible technology. Now, the part everyone's waiting for: weapons. The Apache carries an arsenal that even fighter jets would envy. First, the 30mm M230 Chain Gun mounted under the nose. What does this number mean? 625 rounds per minute. To give you perspective, that's nearly 10 rounds per second. Each round is heavy, and each is designed to penetrate armor. The Apache can carry up to 1,200 rounds for this gun. With an effective range exceeding 1.6 kilometers, it can neutralize most ground targets from a safe distance. But the Apache's real killer app, that's the GM-114 Hellfire, this guided anti-tank missile. Each Apache can carry up to 16 Hellfire missiles on 4 wing pylons. The maximum range? Depending on the variant, it can be from 8 to 11 kilometers. The accuracy? Less than 1 meter, meaning it can target a specific vehicle, not an entire convoy. There are multiple Hellfire variants for different missions. The GM-114K with a heat warhead, high-explosive anti-tank, is designed to penetrate modern tank armor. Then there's the AGM-114L Longbow, the fire-and-forget missile with radar guidance. This means pilots don't need to keep losing the target after firing. The missile finds it on its own. And newer variants like the AGM-114M are designed for soft targets like military installations or personnel groups. Or the AGM-114N with its thermobaric warhead, excellent for fortified bunkers or positions inside buildings. Beyond Hellfire, the Apache can carry up to 76 Hydra 70mm rockets on its wing pylons. These rockets weigh around 3 kilograms each and can be used for various targets, from fortified positions to personnel groups. What does this mean? An Apache can be configured for any combat scenario. Need anti-armor capability? Get 16 Hellfires plus all 30mm ammunition. Need close support for troops? mix Hellfires, rockets, and M230 rounds. Each mission might require a different loadout, and the Apache can do them all. The latest Apache D variant, also called the Longbow Apache, has one feature that completely revolutionized modern warfare: a mast-mounted radar. This small dome on the aircraft's nose contains millimeter wave technology, a highly advanced radar system. It can detect and track up to 256 targets simultaneously, determining their exact location, speed, and direction of movement. What's the science behind this? The Longbow Apache radar can scan, detect, classify, prioritize the 16 most dangerous targets, and begin the firing sequence, all in 30 seconds or less. To give you perspective, 30 seconds is the length of an average pop song. In that time, the Apache has identified, locked onto, and is ready to engage. Regarding night vision, it's not just simply reversing a picture in darkness. The PNVS TAD system combines infrared imagery with traditional night vision technology, creating a complete picture even in near total darkness. Pilots can fly at only a few meters of altitude, at high speed, entirely in darkness. And if you don't know the Apache is there, you won't know until it's too late. Now let's look at actual history. January 17, 1991, the first day of Operation Desert Storm, one of the largest military campaigns the world has ever witnessed. 8 Apaches, guided by 4 specialized Pave-Low helicopters, depart from Saudi Arabia into the night. Their mission? Destroy Iraq's air defense radar sites, the eyes of their Soviet-supplied air defense network. It was called Primacy, the code name for the operation. Command gave the final order, Primacy, 10 seconds to target. 30 seconds later, the 8 Apaches launched 27 Hellfire missiles. 4 minutes. Just 4 minutes total. In those 4 minutes, the Apaches fired approximately 100 missiles and 70mm rockets, plus 4,000 M230 rounds. The result? Complete destruction? The success rate? 100%. General Norman Schwarzkopf, one of the most famous military commanders ever, said that the Apache poked out the eyes of Iraq's air defense. What happened next? This opened a 20-mile-wide corridor for over 900 coalition aircraft. Without these Apaches, Operation Desert Storm wouldn't have proceeded as we know it. In the 100 hours of ground combat in Operation Desert Storm, 277 Apaches participated. They destroyed 278 tanks, hundreds of armored vehicles, and over 500 other military assets. Apaches were never shot down by enemy fire. They were simply too effective. Fast forward to 2002, Afghanistan, a completely different environment. Operation Anaconda was the largest campaign against Taliban insurgents and members of terrorist organizations. 6 AH-64 Apaches were deployed to the area. They faced fierce RPG fire, 12.7mm machine guns, and harsh combat conditions, but they stayed. The Apache was the only asset capable of providing close fire support for American troops on the ground in bad weather, at night, with high precision. Then came Iraq, Syria, and years of ongoing conflicts. Apaches patrol cities, protect convoys on the move, and provide emergency support to troops under fire. In total, Apaches have logged over 1.3 million combat hours in these war zones. But not everything has been a success. In 2003, an Apache was shot down near Karbala, Iraq, by small arms fire from the ground. It revealed a shocking vulnerability. The Apache, despite being called a flying tank, was vulnerable to small caliber weapons when flying at low altitude. Since then, the military has upgraded protective systems, added armor in critical areas, and developed smarter flying tactics. The latest variant, the AH-64 Guardian, is a quantum leap in technology. It features more advanced engines, better network communication systems, and can work with unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs. The newest Apache can control a drone like a Scout and receive real-time video directly into the cockpit. It can even share target data with other aircraft and ground systems. So what really is the Apache? It's a perfect combination of technology, engineering, and tactical advantage. It's a multi-mission platform, a military aircraft that can detect, lock onto, and destroy targets in darkness when those targets don't know it's there. It's a powerful tool that helps ground soldiers survive when everything else fails. Over 40 years, the Apache has evolved from an idea into one of the most dangerous aircraft in the sky. It never stops improving. Every year, new technology is added. Every year, it gets better. The Apache isn't about politics or ideology. It's simply a tool designed by humans, operated by humans to accomplish a specific job. And in 40 years of service, it has proven to be the right choice for that job. From the deserts of Iraq to the mountains of Afghanistan, the Apache remains the knight of the sky that ground forces depend on. And when you see it in the sky, you know you're not alone. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content about military technology and history, subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions about the Apache or any other military aircraft, leave a comment below. Thanks, and see you in the next video.